Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Oh no, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. The bull run is canceled, and alt season will never happen. This coming from Nick Crypto Crusader here on Twitter. We are witnessing a complete flush of human emotions right now in this space, and I can see why. I mean, price hasn't really moved too much over the last, quite a while. I guess if we're going to split hairs here, right now the XRP price is just under 57 cents, and even Bitcoin hasn't really seen too much of an uptick since that last mid-March high of about $74,000 per coin. We've only seen, the Bitcoin trend just kind of slide further and further down over the last few months. And, it's projected that September, is also going to be a bearish month. However, guys, we got to maintain realistic expectations here. Nick is noticing this. There is almost no sign of optimism around crypto, and even the talks of a potential 5x gain on altcoins is laughed at. It's quite funny how the entire market dynamic has changed completely since March. It seems like it was like yesterday. I mean, it was 6 months ago, but this is symptomatic of, when this is your first bull run, if this is your first bull run, you are going to feel this way no matter what people tell you, no matter how, you have been told to manage your expectations. And even if it's your second or third bull run, I can see how people can get, very annoyed and very discouraged when they see this kind of activity on the chart. Remember though, guys, this is exactly why I say this market will test you. It will test your patience, your mental discipline, and your emotions. This is coming from Nick. By the way, back in November of 2022, the mere thought of any positive price action was completely disregarded. The only path that retail saw was down. Altcoins were slaughtered. Sentiment was at all-time lows, and what came next caught the majority off guard. We did see a huge move to the upside. Remember, November of 2022 was the bottom of the market. It was down in and around here. The depths, the despair, Bitcoin down over 80%. At that particular point in time, it was down, almost 80%, 77%. But this did turn around too. The current view of this market is the fact that the bull run is done, alt season is not happening, and we are going to 40,000 or less. No one knows with certainty what comes next, but comparing the current landscape of this market to the past, I'm betting against all the bearish sentiment. We are currently experiencing the intermission of the bull run show. You'll all know when it resumes. Sentiment will be the big signal. So enjoy this time, enjoy this moment, but more importantly, enjoy the rest of the show. And for more information on what I'm doing, because guys, I am prepared this bull run. I am not going to make the same mistakes I made in 2021. I did have some banger trades. I did trade BNB coin in the last bull run. Did make a huge gain on that. I bought in the summer of 2020 in and around $24 per coin. And I sold very, very close to all-time high in and around $650 per coin. I made 2,600% on that coin. Unfortunately, I did not sell any of my XRP. I did cash out of some of my VeChain as well, although I did still keep a stash. I bought in and around 1 cent back in 2020, and I did cash out for just over 2,000% on my VeChain position last bull run. But guys, I think this time I can do better. You can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel for all the details for everything that I'm going to be trading, all the different cryptocurrencies, my positions, my plans for XRP too, because that is going to be the big one, especially if, we do see highs. We're expecting higher highs. What do we do? What do we do? Well, all that is going to depend on what happens next in this bull run. So wanted to thank Nick, Crypto Crusader, for posting that, guys. Wrath of Kahneman here, bringing this to our attention. Both Intellect and YPro have worked with Ripple in the past. Well, guys, now these two companies have recently teamed up. This collaboration will focus on integrating YPro's IT services with Intellect's EMACH.ai platform, a technology aiming at enhancing efficiency and digital transformation within the banking and insurance sectors. The partnership seeks to combine YPro's technological capabilities with Intellect's platform to provide IT solutions for financial institutions. This joint effort will concentrate on leveraging data and artificial intelligence to help organizations adapt to the evolving market. The agreement includes joint activities to identify client opportunities, offer support services such as project management and cloud solutions, and specialize and provide specialized training to YPro's personnel. So here we're seeing these two Ripple-related companies working together, leveraging their specific technologies and collaborating to create, an atmosphere where they can thrive together. So YPro and Microsoft also do have a history. They announced a collaboration with Microsoft back in May of 2024. And if you guys don't know, there is also a Ripple connection to Microsoft Azure's platform. So it sounds as though three Ripple partners here working together in some capacity to keep improving their technology and helping their customers satisfy their needs. So some interesting news here. Wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for pointing out that very obscure Ripple partnership, because I almost did forget about these two companies too. So wanted to thank him for posting that. In the Middle East, guys, Qatar has now officially announced regulatory frameworks for digital assets. Met a lawman here tweeting this out. He says, congratulations to Qatar and all the other countries that have established regulatory frameworks for digital assets. We do not have one in the United States, at least not currently, but we do have a 1946 Supreme Court case about orange groves, plus a guy who invented the term digital asset security. Well, I mean, we're still working on it, but Qatar, I got to say, they have improved regulatory clarity for cryptocurrencies with a newly released framework. The Qatar Financial Center, a special economic zone in Doha, Qatar, has released a regulatory framework for digital assets as the region continues to see increased activities around cryptocurrency. The QFC Digital Assets Framework 2024 offers more clarity and sets the legal and regulatory foundation for crypto assets, including tokenization, property rights and tokens, custody arrangements, transfers, and exchanges, according to the QFC statement release on Sunday. Guys, the framework sets high standards for the process of asset tokenization and puts in place a trusted technology infrastructure that will ensure trust and confidence amongst customers, service providers, and industry stakeholders, said the QFC. Now, for those of you guys who do not know too, I guess I should point out that the Qatar National Bank has partnered with Ripple, did partner with Ripple several years ago now. This was back from October of 2021 to enhance global cross-border payments. So there's already a connection here with Qatar and Ripple. So it is beneficial and very encouraging to see that it's not just the national bank in Qatar, but now the entire country of Qatar is seeing digital asset framework clarity. And they are stating that this is really going to kind of pave the way for more digital asset integration in the country. The framework sets high standards for the process of asset tokenization and puts in place a trusted technology infrastructure that will ensure trust and confidence amongst consumers, service providers, and stakeholders. According to the QFC, the framework was established after extensive consultation from an advisory group comprised of 37 domestic and international organizations, and it's part of Qatar's third financial sector strategy, which aims to create a financial and capital market that leads the region in innovation. So guys, big news here coming out of Qatar. And again, Qatar, already Ripple enabled and Ripple integrated. Back in 2021, they did sign an agreement with the QNB to initially pilot Ripple's global financial network technology, RippleNet, with QNB Finance Bank in Turkey as part of the group rollout as well, with plans to expand other key remittance corridors in the future. So again, that was from several years ago now. The MENA region really has kind of taken off. I mean, so many Middle Eastern countries are already leveraging RippleNet. And now that we're seeing the country of Qatar really kind of drill down and embrace a proper digital asset framework, I think more countries will likely follow if they're not already regulated. So some great news there. Wanted to thank Meta Lawman and Watcher Guru just for posting that. Guys, I also happen to see this. So Ripple has recently been in Korea, and this is another announcement that came out of that. Eric Van Miltenberg posted this: excited to welcome Yonsei University as our latest UBRI partner in Asia. Our innovation footprint is expanding with nearly 60 global university partners, building a legacy of blockchain research and education for our next generation. Boom goes the dynamite. So Ripple, the leading provider of digital asset infrastructure, today announced that Yonsei University in South Korea is the latest partner to join the University Blockchain Research Initiative. This is a program that Ripple did put on a few years ago. The new partnership with one of South Korea's most prestigious academic institutions marks Ripple's 58th UBRI partnership globally. UBRI aims to drive global adoption and interoperability with digital assets through strategic support, technical resources, and funding grants. The program's global impact is supported by over $60 million in funding from Ripple since its launch in 2018. Through a multi-year partnership, the Yonsei University will spearhead innovative blockchain research across various disciplines that are shaping the future of blockchain technology, such as artificial intelligence and finance, information systems, and management. And so the grant, it will also aid in facilitating hackathons and fund the launch of more XRPL projects. If you guys didn't catch this morning's video, there is a big development occurring on the XRP ledger that they did just recently announce in Korea, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner. So now we're seeing more of that. The initiative not only enhances Yonsei University's blockchain research capabilities, but also provides practical learning opportunities for faculty and students, while reinforcing the credibility and neutrality of the XRPL by having another respected academic institution in the validator network. So that is the other thing. A lot of these UBRI-funded universities also do run validators. And here's a quote, guys. We are excited to be the latest partner to receive a grant through Ripple's UBRI program, allowing us to further explore cutting-edge research areas and foster a deeper understanding of blockchain's impact on the finance and management industries. This coming from Zhang Qiang, associate professor at the Yonsei University. I'm confident that our students and faculty will benefit immensely from these opportunities to work on real-world challenges and contribute to the global blockchain ecosystem through this partnership. So Ripple adding another university to the UBRI list. Great news there coming out of Korea. Some more great news. I mean, it's been a crazy couple of days over there in South Korea. So wanted to thank Eric Van Miltenberg just for posting that. Guys, because the XRPL is being adopted and being developed upon at such a high rate now, you got to think how this is really going to change, or how it could change how cryptocurrencies are adopted in a real-world setting. Remember, Brad Garlinghouse did say, and I did mention this in this morning's video if you guys didn't catch it, Brad Garlinghouse did say at a point that he sees the potential for Ripple to be like the Amazon of blockchain and DLT technology. And so to that point, guys, notice what is happening here. This courtesy of Smoke, much like HTTP. You know when you type in HTTP:// in this address bar up here? That is the protocol, okay? Smoke says, pay attention. HTTP is the protocol that enables communication between your web browser and websites, allowing you to view and interact with web pages when you click the links. Okay, Ripple's Interledger Protocol, or ILP, mimics HTTP because it is modeled after the internet itself. Applications can connect to the XRP ledger through HTTP just like they do with web servers today. Yes, ILP uses XRP to facilitate transfers. This provides a clear explanation of how XRP and ILP will become as ubiquitous and widely used as the current protocols that secure the internet. So just to give you guys a little bit more insight on this, Interledger is now much closer to the web protocol, he noted. Interledger is more similar to HTTP than to Bitcoin. Hence, it has HTTP's lightweight efficiency. So ILP is modeled like the internet, Thomas said, a routing algorithm that runs on top and can reach from any one ledger to another simply by finding the series of hops connecting the two in the network. And besides connecting blockchains, ILP can deliver interoperability for any ledger type as well as for centralized systems. So Ripple does use a standard framework, the Ripple Transactional Protocol. Applications can connect to the XRP ledger through HTTP and WebSocket APIs. So again, guys, connecting the interoperability, this is what is going to be crucial for kind of not so much amalgamating, but I guess just connecting everything that is going to be of value out there that is going to be tokenized, right? You have to have a protocol that can, function and work with other protocols seamlessly. So Ripple's ILP or Interledger protocol can function in two modes, atomic mode and universal mode. In atomic mode, notaries can become part of the system. They are an ad hoc group that verifies and validates transactions. Typically, atomic modes occur between trusted connector nodes, between banks or financial service companies that might relate to each other. The universal mode does not require notaries and can work between untrusted connectors. It uses Ripple's internal cryptocurrency XRP to facilitate these transfers. So guys, XRP is going to be used in many of these use cases. And so, when we say XRP is that utility coin that is really going to thrive in the future, it's because it's got so many avenues that it can run with. It's not just good for one application. I mean, at first, I know Ripple was focusing on the cross-border payment aspect of it, and it seemed like for a long period of time there, it was really only cross-border payments that we were talking about. But guys, this is expanding, and it is expanding greatly. Smoke here posting this too. The crypto market is finally shifting from a hype-driven cycle to a utility-based cycle. The era of hype and meme coins is coming to an end. With global crypto regulation on the horizon, the market is beginning to mature. And this is why I say be sure to have a plan this crypto bull run. I mean, trading meme coins is not a bad thing. I do think that this could be the last hurrah, though, for certain meme coins like Pepe, because this is going to be the last cryptocurrency bull run, I think, under an unregulated framework. So again, for more information on what I'm doing this bull run, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. This is important though, okay? Institutions are observing a significant trend. Projects fueled by hype are no longer receiving funding. Instead, those with a clear business use case, utility, liquidity, and governance are becoming the new standard for evaluating blockchain-based products. Additionally, buzzwords like Web3 and blockchain will gradually fade as crypto projects become increasingly integrated with the traditional financial world, much like how HTTP was adopted for internet security. So you're seeing a trend here, guys. A statement here was put out too. Firstly, we will no longer see projects obtain funding based on hype. So they're prioritizing return on investment. Guys, the crypto space is getting more serious as time goes on, and the presence of a clear business use case. So they're looking at liquidity, utility, equity, and governance. This is all very important. Secondly, buzzwords like NFTs, blockchains, Web3, this is not going to have an impact on the crypto space the same way it did in the last bull run. They're looking at real use cases. They're looking at, let's go back to this, DNS, HTTP. The focus will shift from buzz phrases to usability and use cases that solves a specific business problem, where the practical application of these technologies will take precedence. And when you hear guys like Carlos Domingo, the CEO of Securitize, discuss DLT technology and how it is being utilized, starting to become utilized in a real-world setting, and guys, this is at scale, an EU pilot, a DLT regime, confidence here that they're using XRP. Listen to this.
In Europe, there is something called the EU DLT pilot regime. It's a convoluted thing, but it basically is a regime. It's a 5-year regime. It says pilot, but it's actually an actual commercial license with some limitations, where it allows broker-dealers to basically use public blockchains as a ledger to record the ownership of securities, and it allows them to settle the trades on the blockchain without requiring a central securities depository. Most jurisdictions use central securities depositories as a way to control trades and settlement process and counterparty risk. The blockchain, to some extent, eliminates the need of those intermediaries, and Europeans have recognized that, and it's not required. You can actually settle trades without using, Euronext or Euroclear or whatever of your favorite,
No, I appreciate that perspective. I mean, when you interact with FCA or a MiCA regime, or if you're in the Gulf and you're dealing with SAMA or ADGM, and then you come here to the States, you just realize how wide the spectrum is in terms of how people are approaching some of these novel concepts.
And that is exactly it. It is not going to be one standard to rule them all. When you come to the US, you realize, okay, you have to be versatile. And so this is why, the XRP ledger is a perfect example of this. Subjective Views did post this originally in this tweet thread. I had a friend ask me why I'm so confident in XRP and what's being built on the XRP ledger. I thought about it for a minute, and I realized that you would only know the answer and have confidence if you were deep in the trenches. And guys, this is why I do the channel. I'm learning every single day, and I want to share this knowledge with you. It's hard to explain to someone everything that you've uncovered while researching this ecosystem, but then he gives this example here, and I think this video really does sum it up. Exology, that was built on the XRP ledger, was chosen as one of the 2 DLT trading platforms for settlement systems. As you heard Domingo here talk about the EU pilot, the DLT regime, he is the CEO of Securitize. And so this is just the first step in tokenizing everything. Mr. Man here also bringing this up, guys. Something interesting that's coming from Amazon AWS.com. Is this part of the new financial plumbing, he says? The real-time gross settlement system, RTGS, the XRPL as the starting point, Cosmos as the hub, Coreum as the bridge, and Axelar as the messaging system. Polkadot as the side chain for contracts. Now, guys, this says RTGS, the system flow diagram with XRP. So they note XRP here. They talk about Cosmos, Coreum, Axelar, how this is all going to be integrating. Okay, a very simple flow chart. But take a look at this, brought to you by Amazon. And then he posts the link right here. And if I click on that link, guys, it goes directly to this image. Now, why I thought that was interesting is because it is a subset of Amazon AWS.com. You guys can see it right in there, right on that link. So is the Amazon AWS partnership with RippleNet still strong? I don't know if you guys remember back in 2018 when they did a case study, the AWS partner profile with RippleNet, when they were talking about Xcurrent, Xrapid, and Xvia. Again, this was from 2018, so a very long time ago. But guys, it's looking as though Mr. Man has uncovered something interesting. It looks as though they are still partnered with Ripple and committed to leveraging XRP through the XRP ledger. Of course, it's going to integrate with all these other systems, guys, but this is par for the course. This is why we have to be ready with a plan, hold the assets that we see doing really, really well in the future, but trading out, selling off for maximum profit at the top of this bull run once that occurs. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.